Hey guys, okay, so I am going to make some spaghetti squash today because that's what I've been getting a lot of questions on how to make it. I'm going to make a big pan of it, so I'm going to use 2 squashes. Got them from Publix, it's just a local store that I go to, about this size. There are bigger ones, but I'm going to do the 2 small ones, and this will probably last me all week, maybe even more. So I'm going to poke holes in them, and then I'm going to put them in the microwave for about 7 minutes a piece, and then take them out and then cut them, and I'll show you what I do next. So I'm just going to poke the holes in them. Be careful because this is kind of scary. Down. This one's like hard. This one's super hard. Oh no. Is this like not right? Maybe if I get a bigger knife. That's a small knife. Bigger knife. Okay. We're just gonna do holes like this. I hope this doesn't blow up in the microwave because I don't think it's right. Okay, so I got my squashes. I put holes in them, and then I'm going to put them in the microwave. I'm going to put them in the microwave together for 7 minutes, and then if they need longer, then I'll just do longer. So yeah, let me go put them in the microwave. As the spaghetti squash is cooking in the microwave, I'm going to just season my chicken and then put it in the oven to cook a little bit and then grill it on the stove. If you would rather grill your chicken all the way, you could grill it, but I just like to put it in the oven because it cooks faster, and then to put it on the grill on the top of the stove to give it more of like a grilled taste. But your choice. That was the beef for the spaghetti squash, so let's see if that's done, and then I'll show you how I season my chicken. Okay, the squash was not done, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I spiced up my chicken and put it on the pan, put in the oven, and then I'll show you how I grill it. For salt, I'm going to use this Himalayan pink salt. I'm gonna use Lori's no salt seasoned salt. Lori's no salt seasoning from Clean Meal Prep. Also, garlic and herb from the same company, and everything seasoning, all from Clean Meal Prep. I will tag them in this description down below when I'm finished. So I don't know how much salt. I just get a little bit of salt. You can just a little bit. And just sprinkle it on there. And then so I seasoned the chicken on the bottom now, cut off the nasty pieces. Now I'm just gonna stick it in the oven, and I will show you what I do next. The squash is done from the microwave, so I'm just cutting it in half. It's very hot, so I'm gonna use this napkin. So this is what you're looking at when it's all done. It's not going to look pretty, and it's not going to look like spaghetti. So I'll show you how to make it look like spaghetti. But first, you're going to take all this nasty middle out. Kind of looks like pumpkin seeds. You're just going to scrape that out with a spoon. So I will show you how to do that. So you're just going to get a spoon, and you're just going to scrape it out like that. So when you're scraping it out, it looks like this. The nasty middle part you're gonna throw out. Kind of looks like pumpkins. You're just gonna like scoop it all up, but I have to put my phone down for that. You're just gonna scoop it up and throw it in the garbage, and then same for this side, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, so the chicken is cooking. I'm gonna cook it in the oven for a little bit longer, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so I took the chicken out. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put it on a pan and then grill it on the stove. This is what the squash looks like. I'm going to just flip them upside down on this cookie sheet. And then put them in the oven. So I flip the squash upside down on the cookie sheet. I'm going to put them in the oven on 375 for about 7 to 10 minutes, depending how done they get. The microwave cooked them a lot, but you want to make sure that they don't get too soggy, because if they get too soggy, then they're going to be mushy and they're not going to taste good. So I'm literally just cutting the chicken in little slices, and then I'm going to put them on the pan and grill them so they have like that grilled flavor to them, or that grilled texture and grilled flavor. Just grilling the chicken on high, kind of on medium high. Just grilling it, and then I'm gonna flip it, and then I'm gonna cut them into even smaller chunks. The squash is done. I'm going to take it out, and then I'll show you how to turn it into spaghetti. Okay, as you can see, it is browned and grilled and ready for me to cut in smaller chunks. So I will show you how I do that. This is looking really good, and I really want to eat it right now. Okay, so also for this meal prep, I'm going to be using this fire roasted tomato and garlic marinara sauce. It's just spaghetti sauce, just to put on the spaghetti squash to make it more of a pasta flavor. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the chicken into really small pieces instead of them being in big chunks. So I cut them in small chunks compared to these big chunks. As you can tell, I like this kind of chicken better than ground chicken. If you prefer ground chicken, you can go ahead and do ground chicken. I just like this kind of chicken better. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of that, and then I'm going to mix it in my spaghetti squash. And it's cut, finally. Only took me 20 minutes. Look how good that looks. So much chicken. Yeah, I'm going to shred my spaghetti pasta, and this is my spaghetti squash. As you can see, it is turning into spaghetti-like noodles, so-called noodles. I'm gonna call them noodles because I want them to be noodles, but hey, they taste good, and honestly, I would prefer this over spaghetti sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and shred the rest of it and I will come back. Squash and adding my chicken. I'm going to also add some of the sauce and mix it all together so that way it like is easier to mix together and it doesn't make a giant mess, because I have made a giant mess mixing it all at once. So it is finished, the final product. I emptied all my zucchini squashes out. And it's not even called squashes, it's just called squash. My spaghetti squash out. And put all of the marinara sauce in it. And then I'm going to top it off with a little bit of fat-free mozzarella cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top and then it'll be ready to go in the oven. Alright, I topped it off with the cheese and now I'm going to put it in the oven on 350 and then I will show you the final product when it's all done. And the final product. Look how good that looks. By the way, I want to apologize for my voice because I am sick and it is very congested and all that. So, yeah, that's it on cooking with Jessica. I'm going to keep making videos. I got a lot of requests for this recipe, so I decided to finally do it. I don't measure out anything, so it's kind of just winging it. But if you want to watch more videos of what I make, let me know down below in the comments. I will put everything that I used in the description. Also, all my social media is GetFitWJessica. I will also put that in the description down below. Facebook and Instagram. I don't really go on Twitter, but Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So yeah. And I hope you all have a good day.